Good morning, everyone. Or should I say afternoon? It's actually afternoon. I'd planned to do that recording this morning. But LaRonda here from Just Tell Others Through Crafting and Journaling. It's been a very long day already, but it's actually warm, and it's supposed to get warmer from what I understand. But if you like my video, please select the thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Growing with you all through the support and encouragement of other crafters has truly been a blessing. And as you know, today is Monday, May the 20th. Time is sure flying by so fast. I don't know where time has gone. But today I plan to show you all how I stay focused on making my journals and other projects by using something that I created. It's just a very simple worksheet, and it's more specific, and it helps narrow down the wants and everything, and me wondering, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? But staying on track really is key to me in getting these journals that's been ordered made in a very timely manner. If it's something that I know that I have, a lot of time, I'll still make an envelope for it, but it's not pressing. But I do know that the ones that are, ordered in just 2 weeks ago, what is this, the 20th? No, it's almost 3 weeks ago. I had actually 2 journals ordered for his and hers. They were getting married and having a reception. So I thought, oh my goodness. But it actually worked out fine. But this truly has been a help by having this little worksheet and just gathering things together and focusing on that. So let me start off telling you, I buy these large plastic envelopes, clear envelopes from Dollar Tree. I think they come 3 to the packet. So, that tells you how inexpensive they are, but what a great help they are. Like I said, I had created my own worksheet, and this is simple. I just name and date of the customer, their likes, their dislikes, their theme, any suggestions they might have. But I have some standard add-ons, is what I call it, that I include on all my journals. And that's a prayer closet door, 3 signatures, which I include 15 to 20 pages in each signature, which consist of tea stain paper, digitals, devotional pages. So it's a lot of writing spaces. I make sure. I had a hard time understanding what a junk journal was, because I always knew a journal was something you wrote in and that you should have plenty of writing space. So I sort of combined the two. But I have the 3 signatures as mentioned, a journaling card, song pages, devotional pages. But my journaling card, I also include always the John 3:16 scripture. Yeah, I scraped a little glue off on that one. That's okay. But the John 3:16 scripture is always in one of my journals that I make, and it always has a place to write, just to reflect on, make some thoughts or whatever. I'll bring in some other journaling cards that, I shared with you recently that I had made, but I will include some of these. Not necessarily the rose. If it's a flower or rose themed, yeah, that works fine, but not on something such as a bird. That's a little different. But here are my prayer closet doors. If it's not one that is a digital print, I've made some and I've enjoyed making them, but it's just a basic little closet door is what I call it. But I adhere it, I glue it to the front of each journal. I have 3 signatures, which I've not trimmed this out, as you can see, but I'll have 3 signatures, and I use cardstock for my signature page. And in my cardstock, I will always print the double-sided so that it can be used for writing. It can also be used for writing. It's beautiful, but the inside could be used for writing. I then also include a little letter from me to the recipient, and it's something that I just, do. I put in all my journals because I want them to know that this journal is for you. And they can doodle in it. They can, just whatever they want to do in it, but it's for them, and I want them to be aware. But I'll tuck that letter in an envelope, and it may be an envelope, such as this I have made using the jagged edges, That's part of my signature, I guess, is the torn look. But I had made this envelope, and it would just fit, fine for the letter. Or I have even made the open envelope so that, it's not hard for the recipient to get things out of or anything. But then the paper clips that I use are usually I'll include a large envelope, or I'll include like an altered envelope. I'm sorry, I said envelope. I meant paper clip. I will include an altered paper clip, and those are really fun to use too. But I have come to find out that using an already existing book where I have removed the pages works fine. Oftentimes, it depends really on the size of the book. But for instance, this one would easily take 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and no trimming to it. Look at that. No trimming. So it would fit easily into the signature that can easily be sewn into the book. Another little tidbit I wanted to share with y'all, because I've been asked several times, what type of paper do I use? I try to stay with this basic paper, and I get it from Walmart. It's a 28 pound, but it creates, the digitals are created more bold, brighter colored. So here we go with that. But it is a little bit more expensive. You see, it only comes 300 sheets, whereas the other I think is 500. But it is always so reliable. So reliable on that. And I told you it's going to be a short one today because I didn't feel as well today. But I wanted to share with you a book that I had picked up from, I think, Hobby Lobby. From Hobby Lobby. Let me remove this one for now. But from Hobby Lobby, and it's a beautiful book. I mean, she always has some of the prettiest books and illustrations in it. So her name is Ruth Shaw Simmons, or I'm not even sure how to pronounce that right. So please look that up and take time to look at her books. They are beautiful. But I chose this one page, Self-Esteem. Self-esteem. Our self-esteem mirrors how we esteem God. So here's the secret to true self-esteem. The higher I'm going to start this over. Self-esteem. Our self-esteem mirrors how we esteem God. So here's the secret to true self-esteem. The higher we esteem, honor, or revere God for who He is, the truer our view of ourselves. When we recognize how great He is, we rightly realize how flawed we are. But when we esteem God in the highest manner, we will regard the flawed souls He redeems highly as well. Did you get that? We will regard the flawed souls He redeems highly as well. Do you feel like a nobody? Do you struggle to know who you are? It's okay to be a no one to everyone. If you are someone to the one who cares, that means the Holy One. Being yourself is not as important as being His. Read that again and think about it. Being yourself is not as important as being His. So let's keep that in mind. But that came from, I think it was page 144 of her beautiful book here. And I'm just going to flip through and show you a little bit of some of her pages here. I hope I'm in frame. Hope I'm in frame. Look at that one. Beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Her work is beautiful. So I would highly encourage you to go out and find some of her books. I mean, add it to your collection. And if you don't collect, start collecting. Look, how pretty. Sometimes we just need to get away with a book because for me, I almost hear instead of read. I hear the words as well as read the words. What about you? I once picked up a, yes, that did come from one page 144. There we go. It started on 144. There again, look at that pretty picture of hers. Illustration. And went on to the next page. Yes, indeed, how pretty it is. Memorize scripture. Choose a high view of God. Look how pretty. But anyway, another thing I wanted to remind you all, because this is, I'm always going to bring awareness best I can to the many issues that people have. But May Awareness Month is for many health conditions, not one and only. But today is, I'd like to recognize not only one, but several. But today, mental health. Mental health is really sad to say. There are a lot of people who are out there that needs the help. Hearing and speech. Who would have ever thought that? Really. Healthy vision. Yes, Lupus Awareness Month also. So let's get busy and think about others as much as we think about, say, what we're going to do for the day. And be a blessing to someone. Go out and say, you're important. And pray for that person. And maybe they have a low self-esteem. And now you know what you can do about that. But thank you all for listening. It is short and sweet today. My throat is a little scratchy. I think I might have a little drainage going on. So I don't feel as peppy as I usually do. But we'll get better, I promise. But thank you for watching.